What's going on, everybody? I wanted to talk about something uh, in regards to loans, documents, and agreements, and I will be coming out with many things in the future. The more I study, boy, I love this stuff, dog. Y'all, if you don't study this and understand this at a high level, you really get to see how much you control the chessboard. Okay, you guys may not see it now. So right now, you don't understand things. You're like, why is he saying it? Why do I try to keep things simple? The reason why I do videos and try to like say, oh, don't focus on what everybody's telling you. Focus on the basics of what's happening in front of you. The reason why is because a lot of times people will get you distracted and they'll be like, oh, you got to change your status and all that. Okay, but what happens if I'm in a moment where I need to fix something immediately? And this is where people need to understand what a presentment is. This is why when I usually get people who are in their beginner stages, I always have them read dealing with presentments. So you have to understand everything that is sent to you via mail, everything that is handed to you is an offer. And how you handle that offer shows what fate you will suffer or you'll go through. Okay, you really need to understand it. Okay, need to understand what a presentment is. And this is telling you presentment means a demand made by or on behalf of another person, of a person to entitled to enforce an instrument, right? So that means that if they're holding the instrument and you gave them the original instrument, right? The only reason they have the rights to payment is because they're in possession of the original. Okay. You have the right to compel that information. You see what I'm saying? So they're holding the instrument on your behalf, but you don't know your level of power. But hold on, we ain't there yet. Okay. An instrument to pay the instrument made to the drawee or party obligated to pay the instrument. Okay. So who is obligated to pay the instrument? It's the holder. Okay. Remember, I said you're a holder or a subsequent holder. If no one possesses the original, then you're both on equal footing. But if the person possesses the original, they have the ability to take the original and use it in court if they can verify that it is the original. Okay. So, or in case of a note or an accepted draft, see, accepted draft. So now let's go over to what an accepted draft is. See, when you're researching, you want to break down every phrase and find out what's the legal meaning. So, acceptance means the drawee signed an agreement to pay the draft as presented. Okay? So then we'll look at acceptance of draft or certified check under UCC 3 409. Acceptance of draft certified check. Acceptance means the drawee's signed agreement to pay a draft as presented. It must be written on the draft and must consist of the drawee signature alone. Acceptance made by you can accept it. See, you can accept it and become effective when notification pursuant to instructions is given or the accepted draft. See, notification pursuant to instructions is given. They're giving you the answer. Or the accepted draft is delivered for the purpose of giving rights on the acceptance to any person. So you can accept it and give your rights to any person, right? So a draft may be accepted, although it is not signed by the drawer, is otherwise complete, is overdue, or has been dishonored. See, I never had to read the Bill of Exchange Act. I already knew this in the UCC. How did I know that? Because I read the Bill of Exchange Act before everybody else was reading it. All of it, you people don't understand. Just because I wasn't popular back then That doesn't mean that I wasn't studying this stuff. I was studying this stuff for a long time because I had a job with a huge downtime. So when I had a job, I would be sitting in a hotel room. I'm sitting in a 4.5 star hotel room, and I'm sitting here. I'm hearing stuff from Gene Keaton. I'm hearing stuff from Taj Tariq Bay. I'm hearing stuff from Patrick Devine and Yusuf and Jonah Bay and all these other people. And I got respect for all of them brothers, man. I respect everybody in this game. When I call it a game, it is a game. A lot of you guys take life too serious. It's not that serious. You know why? Because nobody gets out of it alive. So, with that being said, everything is a game. You see what I'm saying? The only thing real in the world is you. Everybody else is a reflection of you. Okay? So now you understand it. On the acceptance to any person, that means if somebody sends you a bill, you can accept it. You don't have to fight in court if you don't want to, but sometimes I want to. Because, like that dude says, I want problems all always. No, I was just playing. So a draft may be accepted, although it has not been signed by the drawer, is otherwise incomplete, is overdue, or has been dishonored. If the draft is payable at at a fixed period after slight, and the acceptor fails to date the acceptance, the holder may complete the acceptance by supplying a date in good faith. So now let's get back. What is these presentments? What are these people talking about? Okay. So a presentment, wait till I show y'all how to take all your contracts back. Wait till I show y'all how to do that. It's on now. So I had to get inspired. So accepted draft payable to the bank, at a bank. So this is why when I say people are saying, "Oh, they're going to the Federal Reserve, they're doing all this, they're reading the Federal Reserve circular," they don't have to, because the bank has a right to issue a bank guarantee. You see what I'm saying? When a bank issues a bank guarantee, it can create its own money. So what the what the Federal Reserve does is it acts as a clearinghouse. You see what I'm saying? So when you are doing transactions, like say if I have an account and then I say that account has 30,000 in it, then what they do is they go through NACHA, and then they have a error code, so it shows if there's money in the account or no money in the account. So they use these codes, and that's why they when they send uh these batch transactions, there's a code that comes back, and you'll see the code if you ever sent a check and they said there's insufficient funds in the account. It'll have a code. You see what I'm saying? The bank doesn't have to go to the actual Federal Reserve to get money. They have warehouse lending, they have lines of credit, they have other stuff to create credit. You see what I'm saying? So, following rules are subject to Article 4, agreement of the parties, and clearinghouse rules and the like. Presentment may be made at the place of payment of the instrument and must be made at the place of payment if the instrument is payable at a U.S. bank in the United States. May be made by any commercial reason. This is so much bars. Yeah, I don't even think y'all gonna even understand what this means. Including an oral, written, or electronic communication is effective when the demand for payment or acceptance is received by the person to whom presentment is made, and it is effective if made to any one of two or more makers, acceptors, drawees, drawers, or other payers. Bars. Let me go back over that again, and I will explain it. Presentment may be made at the place of payment of the instrument and must in law is mandatory, be made at the place of payment, okay? If the instrument is payable at a bank in the US. So you can make your instruments payable to a bank in the US. Go look at your car loans, people. I keep telling you, study what these people are doing and learn to do it in reverse. I don't know how much value I can give you. The debt collectors be showing you how you can collect your own debt and claim your interest. You don't be listening. Everybody is showing you how to do this. You don't be listening. Everybody is showing you. You never go to a bank and say, "Hey, how is my account set up? I need to know this because I'm intrigued. Maybe I want to start my own bank." Y'all got to get more creative, people. They giving you the game, dog. If somebody give me the game, you know what I'm doing? I'm shutting up and listening. If I go to court and an attorney is bringing up that I'm doing something wrong, you know what I'm doing? I ain't gonna be like, "They're corrupt." I'm gonna say, "Hold up, maybe he's right," because I don't know everything. So I am humble to learn. But when you come to me with something that I'm like, I know you don't know, then I'm like, how you gonna teach it to me? Because you don't understand. That's the problem when a lot of people come. So like sometimes I'll get stuff and people say, I need to know how to do a bond and a security interest bond and a foreign debt. I'm like, what are you talking about? So what happens is I have to learn to listen more to see what the person is saying and then put it into common parlance. Because be honest, most remedies that you guys are learning will work. You just need to know how to structure it within the system. You see what I'm saying? Once you figure out how to structure within the system, you're gonna get remedy every day of the week. May be made by any commercial reasonable means, including an oral, written, or communication. We already said that. Is effective when the demand for payment or acceptance is received by the person to whom presentment is made. So you can demand that, say, if you have a charge off on your credit, you can demand that they present you with the bill. And you can read the Uniform Commercial Code to see what you can do to get rid of that charge off. And with that being said, the credit course is coming, and when it comes, a lot it's coming. It's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be biting off that info. But I don't know what I'm gonna do it. I might, do it next month or this month. But I got a lot of stuff popping off for y'all. But I want y'all to understand, read the Uniform Commercial Code, understand things like presentments, transfers, acceptances. You won't have to beg people because people, somebody in my comments said, we shouldn't have to beg you to do video. Nobody begs me to do anything. I do videos because I want to. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody who watches these videos. And even if you have good or negative comments, it is what it is. I'm thankful for a lot of this opportunity because I'm seeing stuff now. I'm basically the $1 money order I'm turning in on steroids. It's going crazy out here. So I want to thank everybody and have a great day.